Well, hey everybody, it is Tuesday, the 1st of December, and it is 60 degrees out. It ought to be about in the 20s right now. We had the big blowing weather last night, tons of rain, so we're not trucking out of this road, but I'm driving around the backside where the processor is, and here we last week was slow with the holiday, and we had a pretty good rain Monday or Tuesday of last week. So there's another for tired iron. Today I'm gonna run the buncher. I ran the processor yesterday. I should have done a better job of planning. The plan is to talk to Wes and gonna get him in the processor a little bit. I need to stop micromanaging and get him in there so that when there's not a gap between the processor and the buncher, that I can stick him in the processor and I can run the buncher until I got plenty of wood ahead, so I can have a little breathing room and everything will flow a little better. Oh, can't forget my gloves. I'm starting to cut here with the buncher, and you probably can't see it, but I think you can see some of that wet over there. That's like an old main skid trail that we were using, and we've cut most on that side. And I'm gonna cut a trail. The yard is, you can see the opening, the yard's up there. I'm gonna cut a trail that parallels that old skid road. Wes can hop across with the rest of the wood that's on the other side of that trail, and then everything on this side I'll cut can come through here, because that old skid trail that we were using is something that the landowner had for four-wheelers and stuff, so I don't want to damage it too much. So if I make a trail here and it gets a little muddy, it won't be bad, or they shouldn't care as much. See how wet it is. Sand and water everywhere. We got a bunch of rain. I try to help myself around with the head as much as I can so I don't tear it up, but this ground's still pretty hard. It's not, usually if you got real soft ground, you can really tell when you're tracking along. Definitely wouldn't have been a good day to forward, and it's gonna be wet. Anyways, tomorrow we'll see what it's like. Maybe we'll get Wes in the processor. I've got a couple more passes in here. There's kind of a little swale, or it's not really a swale, it's a low spot where there's no wood, so we're gonna kind of follow that around, go that way. That wood out there probably needs to go to a different yard, so it's hard to tell. It's not great wood, but if you look up all the hardwood tops, those are all 8, 10, 12 inch hardwoods. It adds up. It's not the best cutting I've ever had, but it's not that bad. Well, hey everybody. Look what we got riding with us today. It's Timber! Hey Timber! He's busy watching. Got a little bit of snow last night, or yesterday afternoon. Fueled up. Look at that nice horizon with those big pines left. So this is a continuation of a video I started Monday or Tuesday. Let me switch you guys around. So like I said, continuation of a video Monday or Tuesday. Wes had his first day in the processor yesterday. He did alright. Actually, he did fine. He bent a bar, which actually was to be expected, and I probably should have gathered up, since I'm the one that mainly runs it. I don't worry about having extra bars other than if the tip is going, which is normal. If I had thought in advance, I probably would have put an old bar on there and maybe seen if my brother-in-law has some old junk bars that, you know, we eventually just toss them out. You can still cut with them, but they'd be good bars to learn on. My fault. So live and learn. But he did fine. He bent the bar, but I don't think he broke any chains or anything. It was on a bigger pine tree, which is to be expected. So seemed like he was fairly positive about it. So anyways, this is a little bit of this, a little bit of that video. Maybe I'll be back. Say goodbye, Timber. Well, we are working this side here, and then we're cutting to the edge of this. There's a wet run here. This is all alders, and so this is going to be our stop cut line, and you can see there's wood on the other side. That'll go out another direction.